Well, today is Sunday, July 21st. I got up a little earlier this morning than yesterday. Hopefully I get a earlier start, because yesterday's late start, I think I paid for it in the end. But anyway, I get to see the sunrise. It's beautiful too. And mixing things up again today. So got a little bit of a cough. I don't know if that's my normal cough or altitude, but anyway, I'm mixing it up. I'm having breakfast for dinner. No, I'm having dinner for breakfast. Yeah, that's the way. I'm getting another charge on my phone, but as I can see, I'm down to 1 bar of battery left on this thing. So I'm gonna have to make sure I hang out on the outside of my pack today so I can do some charging up during the day while I'm hiking. All right. Recap. Chipeta Lake, that's where I camped first night in the truck with Brad and Anson. And then 7 a.m. that morning, started out. Made my way over that first pass and down into Fox Lake, fished Brook Lake, Fox Lake, did well. Pushed on through, made it to Kidney Lakes. Amazing fishing there. And then got to a late start, got a hook in my leg, had to dig it out. It was just rough. Anyway, went from there and I pushed through all the way through, got up here. I had a plan to camp for Painter's Basin, but because I was going to hike Kings Peak, but I looked at the snow conditions up on the peak and I didn't really want to chance it, so I pushed one over the top of the pass, had one little hairy spot there on the backside, but ended up being not too bad. But then I hiked on down into the tree line right here and camped. That's where I'm at right now. For today, I had a planned camp down in this 5-point lake basin area because I wanted to see how the fishing is in that area. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do for sure. If it's going to be, because I have to lose elevation to go down into there to check that out. I might want to just stay where I'm at and just kind of hole up in these areas here and fish these lakes, take a good look at that pass right there. If that pass looks real good, I'll probably go over that pass and down the other side and maybe fish some of these lakes down in here, maybe camp in here somewhere. We'll see how it goes. I just got a text from Owen. So funny. Made me laugh. He said, love you too, Dad. You went a far way! Exclamation point. Heck yeah, I did. My feet feel it, my back feels it, but man, set your mind to it. You can do about anything you want. Hopefully he'll see this and take that to heart and really strive to do something special. Hey, I love y'all. Well, that is pretty. And look at those pussy willows or whatever they are. They look like pussy willows, but in full bloom. That's pretty awesome. Little Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. I hope I don't see no bears. It's gorgeous sitting here. I haven't seen the soul. It's crazy. So much country. Well, that's kind of odd. Get some random pipe in the middle of nowhere. What the heck? It's almost like it's some kind of a trail marker, but it's literally in the middle of nowhere. You know, I've been doing some thinking. I wonder, after 2.5 days of hiking with only a wet wipe sponge bath at night, I'll bet you I'm probably getting pretty ripe. You know, kind of like, I wonder if I smell like those, like when you're at Disneyland standing in line, waiting for this ride, and you're in line for like an hour, standing next to some person that hasn't showered in 3 days, you know. Like, whoa, you get that ripe smell. I wonder if that's why the mosquitoes, I haven't seen a single one today. They must say, whoa, he's no good. They're looking for other blood. I've been doing some more thinking. Imagine that. What else is there to do when you're hiking alone on the trail? Anyway, I was thinking about what Owen said about, you've hiked far. He says, but to put it in perspective, I haven't even hiked from home to work and back yet. Equivalent distance. That's crazy. You know, thinking about how automobiles have changed the mode of getting from A to B. Man, if you had to walk that far to work every day, I think you'd find a closer place to work. Okay, they just came over that. I don't think this is Tungsten Pass. I think that is right there. Right up there. And this is one of the 2 lakes that are supposed to be in here. I don't see the other one. Unless it's tucked in behind that little knoll right there. Anyway, I'm off trail just a bit so that I could take a look into this valley over here. Because I had it in my mind that I might stop for the night over by that lake right over there in the distance. Right there, 5 Points Lake. I thought I'd want to go check out those lakes and see how the fishing was, but I don't know. I'm feeling a little loss of ambition to go do more than just the Highline Trail. So I think I'm just going to stay on the main trail, fish these couple of lakes. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see it barely right there. I'm going to fish these 2 lakes, see how they are, and then I'm going to bust over that Tungsten Pass and get into that next valley. It's the last 2 passes, maybe 3 passes, that might be the scariest with snow. So at least that'll get me closer to home if I need to bail out one of the side canyons. So anyway, that's my goal today, is to get over that pass, fish these 2 lakes, get closer to home. Alright, I fished this lake for about 15-20 minutes. Fished the deep end, the shallow end. Not much anything going on here. I didn't see any fish surfacing. No bites. I didn't see any in the water. The only thing that this lake has, as near as I can tell, is lots of fish food. Because there are a gazillion of these little, they're not mosquitoes, but they're like flies. These little baby flies. I'll see if I can't find a horde of them. Yeah, there's a bunch right there. There's a bunch more. Yeah, they're everywhere. Yeah, that's a few bugs right there. Anyway, they don't seem to bother you much. They just fly around. Anyway, I'm gonna pack up, head for the pass. Okay, well, I'm a little concerned about my battery pack not charging in the sun like it should, so I've been recording the trail on all trails, so I'm going to shut that off and conserve power as much as I can, because that'd be the craps if I can't radio home when I need to. So I'm going to conserve battery power. I'm going to shut that off and only run my Garmin. That's it. I'll even take limited videos and pictures just to try to conserve phone life too. Well, just as I was leaving Tungsten Lake, I did see finally one fish surface. So maybe I just wasn't patient enough or fishing in the right spot. But as I approach this North Star Lake right here, I see fish activity all over the place, so I'm going to give it a try real quick before I leave this area. And it looks like North Star delivers. Looks like we got ourselves a little brook trout. How about that? Not too big, but not too small either. Pretty fish. Well, caught another one. Oh, this one's really dark red. Pretty. Starting to get a closer look at Tungsten Pass right there. Doesn't look too bad. Looks like it might be pretty doable. Right there, I've been watching these two objects, wondering if they're people or rock cairns, but they're not moving, so it must be rock cairns marking the trail. So, all right, let's see if we can't get over that. There's a cute little lake tucked in there. You'd never know it was there unless you stumbled across it or saw it on the map. Boy, the air is thin up here. And yet again, I turn around and there's a couple more little lakes tucked in there. I see fish surfacing on these ones, so probably pretty good fishing. That one looks super deep. Alright, got eyes on the prize. I don't know if this is North Star Pass or Tungsten Pass. I have to look at the map. Anyway, it's west of North Star Lake, so maybe it's North Star Pass. Anyway, I can see the trail zigzags up through there and across, and it looks like it just touches the top end of that snow right there. It crosses over, zigzags back around, and catches that little bit of snow right there before topping out. So this looks pretty good. I hope the other side looks better. You know, I've been thinking again. I was thinking, if you were a eastbound Highline trail hiker, this right here would be an awesome snow sled down to the bottom. As long as you don't break an ankle or a leg at the bottom. But that would be pretty fun. But I'm going the other way. Just barely noticed this. Might have showed up in the other video, but I didn't see it till now. Dead horse. Well, maybe this is called Dead Horse Pass. I don't know. What the heck? I wonder if that's that Pegasus horse I've been following. Maybe he just had too much. I don't know. Poor horse. I feel bad for him. Well, this was a shod horse. Must be somebody was riding him, but I should say her. But looked like it probably got lamed up with that ankle there. Maybe he just had too much. Couldn't take it anymore. Man, that sucks for the guy that's riding it. Have to haul out the saddle and everything else with him. Man, that would suck so bad because you're up here in the middle of mountainous desolation. All right. Uh-oh. Dropped something. Don't want to forget my water bottle. That would suck. Make sure I didn't drop anything else. Okay. Well, I don't know. It's not sure what the name of this pass is, but it looks like it's going to have an impressive view. No matter what it is, I'm going to call it Lunchtime Pass. I've been hiking for 3.5 hours and I'm pretty hungry. It's 1 o'clock. About 2 hours past my normal lunchtime. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Wow. That is awesome. Whoo-wee. There's the trail heading down there. Hopefully it's on that bare slope that's all the snow's melted off. Awesome. I'm gonna eat and then head down. I'll have to check the map, but it looks like this must be pretty close to Red Castle Lake, because this is looking pretty red. Well, you know, I've been doing some more thinking. Today's been a day of thinking. I don't know that this trail would have been doable for me if I hadn't lost 30 pounds this year so far, since January. And walking, you know, 4 or 5 miles with the wife nearly every day since January. I don't think my legs would have been up for it. But anyway, that's what I was thinking about. Those good old Uintas. Afternoon. Chance of rain is threatening. Telling me to get down, and I hear you loud and clear, so I'm heading down. I think it's crazy how this trail just goes right down through these cliffs. And there's the Uinta thunderstorms saying, "Get off the mountain." Alright, the storm is getting serious now. I'm making a beeline down out of here. I just came off of that pass right there, down through the cliff line and down to here. So far it's just a drop or two, but man, I keep getting thunder crashes around on the other side of the mountain and stuff. I just want to get the you know what off of here. Starting to, I might have to hunker down under a tarp because it's getting more and more. Alright, let's see how we can make it through this. Sounds like that storm's moving behind me, but man, holy crap, that's scary. I've been hustling, just trying to get down elevation as quick as I could. It looks like I veered off the trail a little bit, but that's okay. I'm gonna make a correction and head the other way and just keep dropping elevation and try to get into that tree line. Man, looks like I got another water crossing. Alright, I think I made it out of the danger zone there. Thunder and lightning all around up in that exposed area there. Holy crap, I was moving to get down here. And I think There's another one coming in, so I'm going to just keep on motoring on down into that tree line there. Whoa, wouldn't you know, looky there. That looks like. Alright, crisis averted. I hiked out of that canyon up there, out of the storm, and now I'm in the sunshine. And now I'm just looking at the map to see where I am. It looks like I'm only 3 miles from my planned camp number 5, which, yeah, that would put me 2 days ahead of schedule. So, I don't know. That's pretty cool, I guess. Well, would you looky there? It looks like a bathtub. I'll bet it's freaking cold, though. There might be another one right there, too. Well, even though I'm within about 2.5 miles of where I plan to make camp, I'm out of water. Feet are hurting and my hips are bothering me a little bit, so I'm going to rest for a little bit, filter some water, and I'll do the final push to camp. And I think there's a lake there if I remember right. Hopefully it's good fishing. I'll tell you what, I've been thinking again. How can somebody hike on a trail all day and not see a single person? It just blows me away. Looks like there's a little cabin down there or something. So I looked on a map. I guess that pass that I went over right there, I didn't know what the name was. I thought maybe it was Tungsten Pass, but no, that was the one before the Tungsten Lake. So it wasn't North Star Lake, it happened to be Porcupine Lake. Porcupine. Blah. Spit it out, man. Porcupine Pass. Anyway. Well, would you looky there? Bolt. I don't see those very often on the trail, especially where I'm at. Boy, mosquitoes are bad right here. Anyway, this was a planned camp number 5. I'm only night 3 though, so I'm ahead of schedule. This spot right here puts me at about 51 miles in, about 15 miles today. And so tomorrow morning I should be able to head for those 2 passes that are supposed to be the sketchiest. Hopefully they'll be melted off and in good condition. I'm still following the same set of horse tracks and people tracks, so I know people have been there before me, so hopefully they made it through fine and I can make it through fine too. This is hard going. You got to get into shape to do something like this, let me tell you. Alright, there's my bear hang Again, just being safe. Alright, I'm doing this video from inside the tent, so I don't have to do it in the morning with the mosquitoes. So that's where I camped. Let's see, last night. And then I trucked on down to Tungsten Pass. I fished Tungsten Lake with no luck. I fished North Star Lake, caught a couple fish. And then I went up over this pass, which I didn't know what it was called at the time. But right near the top in the snowfield there was a dead horse. But later I realized this was Porcupine Pass. So then when I stopped at the top to have lunch, thunderstorms started rolling in. I was like, oh crap. So I hurried down this side. Luckily there was no snow to cross. It was just a clean trail all the way down, and then it was just a beeline as fast as I could go through this open meadow, avoiding the thunderstorm, and then I booked on down. About the time I got down into here, storm had passed. And then I needed some water, so I stopped in down here and got some water. And then I started going up this hill here. And made it around. I wanted to fish this Lambert Lake, but I was too tired, so I just made camp right there in the morning. Gonna break camp, and I'm gonna hustle down this slope down into this river drainage, and then I'm gonna beeline up to here. And if this pass looks doable, I'm gonna go over this pass. But these two passes here and here are the two that I'm most worried about. So if this pass doesn't look good right here, I'm gonna bail, because I'm not going to risk my life to do this trail. So I'll just bail back down this river drainage all the way down to Moon Lake, where Christy and I went hiking 2 weeks ago. And then I'll call for a pickup. But if everything goes good, I'll cross that pass and down into here, and hopefully this pass will look the same and we can get over that one, and I can mosey on through the rest of the trip. Ooh, look at that. The battery pack's down to 1 bar. I'm trying to get the last charge on my phone right now. I'll have to get that out into some sunshine tomorrow. I put enough charge on my Garmin to get me through the rest of the trip. I was only down to 50% today. I charged it back up a little bit. But that wet wipe bath, holy cow, was I dirty. That's just one leg. I still got to do the rest of me. Ugh. Yummy, yummy. Good thing I got a fire. I can burn that tomorrow.